The governor of Abia State, Alex Otti, is under fire for spending a whopping 927 million within 3 months on refreshment, meals, settlement of honorarium, allowances, welfare packages for politicians and visitors. This is seen as a copy of the state budget performance report was revealed by reporters. The report, titled Abia State Third Quarter July to September 23 Budget Performance, was posted on the state government's website. Budget Performance Report is produced by the Abia State Planning Commission Budget Department Office of the Accountant General Accounts Production Department and published on the Abia State website. In the report, the Otti-led government spent over 223 million naira on refreshment, meals, while 305,400,000 was spent on honorarium and sitting allowance for government officials within July and September 2023. The government also claimed it spent over 397 million naira on welfare packages. Further, according to the document, over 737 million naira was spent to buy motor vehicles. The quantity and those the vehicles were bought for were never stated. Meanwhile, over 362 million naira was spent by the Abia government to purchase trucks, and another 400 million naira was used for the purchase of buses. Also in the document, the government claimed that 252.4 million naira was used to run the deputy governor's office for 3 months. The report, however, showed that only 25 million naira was spent by the government on repair of public schools in the state. This is as many of the public primary and secondary schools in Abia State are described as eyesore. According to multiple reports online, most public secondary and primary school buildings and facilities across the 17 local government areas of Abia State were aging and decaying over government's failure. A sizable number of school buildings in the state were said to be virtually dilapidated, with leaking roofs, broken furniture, doors and windows, some completely abandoned with tons of garbage, human excreta, and overgrown shrubs. This is the reality in Abia State. The man that is said to be a performing governor, although this revelation would want to make people doubt the integrity of the Labour Party governor, that is Alex Otti in Abia State. Their reactions as concerning these revelations by the Abia State budget from the account office. If we are going to go by this, then it's unfortunate that the government will spend that amount of money on refreshments and honorarium while spending 25 million naira on public schools, looking at the dilapidated state of the public school sector in the state. Looking at reactions, especially the obedience, have come for the jugular, and they are blaming the governor of not living by example and not showing integrity in the state. Same with the governor of Lagos State. Revelations are being made how billions of naira were spent on trivial things. I think at this point in time, there should be an explanation and response to these allegations from the government. Why would the government spend such an amount on refreshment and honorarium while spending 25 million naira on the public educational sector? It's unfortunate. Well, hope might be lost on the man called Alex Otti, despite the fact that he started well as a governor and he has worked on some of the critical infrastructure in that state. But having this revelation coming out would not be a good one for him. His pedigree, his scorecard is stained at this point in time. And it is what we expect from Nigerians, that they should hold their governors, their leaders, their local government chairmen, their rep members, and also senators accountable for any of the responsibilities and mandates they have been given to represent the people. Yes, I believe that at this point in time, no governor should be left behind. Any governor that does not perform should be constructively criticized. Alex Otti has failed on this one. And personally for me, I'm from Abia State. I never expected it from the governor. However, let's see what transpires. Maybe there's an opposition trying to cause problem in that state, trying to make some revelations that would make the governor unpopular in the eyes of the people. We just finished with the Lagos State government spending billions of naira on trivial things. Now it is the Abia State governor. I think this kind of journalism would work for Nigerians. Let us know what our governors are spending. Let's know what they are spending these monies that belongs to the people on, taxpayers' monies on. Let's know, especially the president. Let's know what they're spending the budget. The president told us that he met a bankrupt economy, a looted treasury, and there is no explanation in connection to that claim. It is high time we expect and demand explanations from these government officials on what our money is being spent on, and find a way to hold them responsible, accountable, and if possible, move them out of office irrespective of the party affiliations. I think democracy will be deepened and developed if we start with our lawmakers, start with our local government chairmen, start with the House of Rep members, and get to the governors, from governors to the presidency. Then it is going to be a healthy society that will hold leaders responsible for their actions and for their impunity, corruption, and mismanagement of public funds. When you look at reactions on social media, you know that Nigerians are angry. Daniel Rega on Twitter says Alex Otti spending 927 million on meals in just 3 months is as bad as Sanwo-Olu approving 3.75 billion naira for perfume and rechargeable fans. The figures are different, but both governors are mismanaging public funds. Don't defend Alex Otti because he's a Labour Party member, then criticize Sanwo-Olu because he's an APC governor. Let's call a spade a spade. That is from Daniel Rega on Twitter. TT says spending 223 million on feeding in 3 months and a meager 25 million on public schools is never okay. Fixing roads, hospitals, and bridges are good, but the welfare of our people, especially children, is 3 times important. He should do well by cutting down on unnecessary spending. Festus Ogun on Twitter says, what is good for Babajide Sanwo-Olu is good for Alex Otti. Being selective in demanding for fiscal responsibility and good governance in general is hypocrisy. Akin Akinwale says, someone said Abia State should not collapse like Diamond Bank, that they are not ready to merge with another state. To think that Alex Otti was the former general managing director of and CEO of Diamond Bank is funny. Theo Abu also said Alex Otti left the APC for the Labour Party, not surprised at his fiscal profligacy. Swallows also said Alex Otti is a product of APC PDP, and we warned against products of APC and PDP. Hence, we supported Sowore of the AAC and warned against APC and PDP refugees. An establishment politician will always be an establishment politician. Nigerians, stop playing yourselves.